Alright, I managed to get a front bumper made for the Scout Blazer chassis swap. I used the factory frame horns that were sticking out on the Blazer. If you go back to some of the other videos, you can see the frame horns were sticking out and up, and that's what the factory Blazer bumper was mounted to. They have their own nut certs are in the frame horns, and so I just bolted directly to those. I've got kind of hard to see. I got white primer on the backside. Maybe we can see. I made my own tabs to mount to the frame horn. So it's got, if I can get the focus in, I don't have the bolts in yet. There we go. That's better. There are nut certs on underneath the tabs that I have there. And then I'll have the bolts will go straight down in through, and it will have 4 bolts mounting to the frame. And that is the factory location of the Blazer frame. So this is just kind of a primer coat on here now. I was trying to decide whether I wanted to go with a black bumper or if I wanted to do a white bumper. I just hadn't quite made up my mind. Here we go. There we go. What I was going to do yet. I think I like the black better myself. I did. It's kind of hard to see in here today. I need a little more light. But there we go. That's a good shot of it. I had this. This is all one piece across the front. Even where this bend is, that's just a bend. And then I welded on these pieces on the bottom to bevel it down to cover, because there is where the oil filter is. And of course it was pretty obvious before that it was there. And so then, yeah, this comes all across here and angles. And it's all welded. Top's all welded. If I ever decide I want to put a winch on the front. This is made out of 3/16 inch steel. And with the mounting plate for a winch, I think it'll be plenty strong enough. The Scout doesn't weigh that much. If you're pulling enough, you're probably into something you shouldn't be into. Like I said, I still need to get my turn lenses replaced. But I think all in all, that bumper looks pretty good. It turned out good. A few $100s of steel. It was like $135 for the 3/16 inch steel. I used a piece 18 inches wide by 65 inches long. And I needed to go, it's actually only about 60 inches wide, I think. But I needed to go long enough, because when this angle goes back, that adds a little more to it. And that was plenty of steel for the top, the front, and the beveled pieces on the bottom. I had very little left over. So I kind of like the black, I think. The white was just too much. I mean, it smacked you in the face and said, hey, I'm a bumper. This kind of just blends in the front. Of course, be the license plate on the front. I'm going to, what I did is I Herculined the back. Of course, it's a wood floor, but the rest of this is Herculiner. It's kind of a roll-on rubberized bed liner, and I think that's what I'm going to do to the front bumper. The back bumper is white, and I'm not too sure if I'm going to leave it white or I may Herculine it too. I don't know. Haven't made up my mind there. But I took her down the highway yesterday. It was about a 30-mile round trip. Went to the next town closest to me and back. 70 mile an hour the whole way. She cruises like a dream. No problems whatsoever. So I love it. I think it could be a really nice daily driver. I haven't driven it enough yet to kind of see how my fuel economy is going to be. I'm still kind of testing the waters. I want to make sure I don't have anything that's going to break down on me. But man, I tell you, some people are going to hate me for taking the original Scout frame and drivetrain out from under it and putting it on a Blazer chassis. But man, I couldn't drive it anywhere the way it was before. So this is definitely an upgrade. All right, thanks.